football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Gators will put total weather to crank us up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive in their own 25. Try the right side. At the 35, he's open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got the back over the middle. Still running at the 40. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Give to the running back. There he goes.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities for throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Touchdown, Minnesota! Great job by the back on the option.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not.
Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll go to the ground. And tackled there by the defense. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
The RPO, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free, and this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Wants to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This is a designed run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up. Extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get...
Touchdown, Florida! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive have they looked? Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's McLeod. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Where it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's McLeod. Fires it. Got him, and nobody's close. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games. There's still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care... Business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Pulls it in. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
At the 33-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out.
Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's McLeod. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. He's got him. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Moving out of the pocket. Now looking to throw back to the middle. He's got it! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
The running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks...
Ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's McLeod. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's McLeod. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
So now it's second and long. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Buffalo may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from UB Stadium every time. The Bulls have been racking up road wins since the Bob Deming days, and they'll get another one today. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a spot in the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Punch it out of the air. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. There he goes. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. And the Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. The give on the option. Fighting off the defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's McLeod. Now he's going to break the pocket. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot, saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it on the right. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Gators! And here they come almost all the way back.
In a 4th and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's McLeod. Finds his man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Jukes his way for more.
Running back the ball carrier. Gain of 4. 2nd down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Unloads quickly. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So 1st down will open up the final period. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on...
That's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. getting the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wiggles free. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
And that's one of the advantages on defense of forcing a third and long situation. You can go to your dime personnel package, get a lot of those smaller, faster bodies to deal with the mobile quarterback like this, who sometimes will try to scramble. That time, there was just nowhere for him to go.
Pressure coming. He's got it. First down and more. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't. Up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quickly complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the option. Quick toss. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm gonna win. Let's go, defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Big-time rivalry game in the great state of Iowa today. Iowa and Iowa State. Here is the very latest. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Kirk. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll try the run. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not we